Welcome to the Co-op Mode Podcast. This is the official video game podcast of Secret Friends Unite, episode 175, and this is our end game. I am Todd Oxtra, joined by Christian, aka Mr. 1 Hour, 1 Decision, my compadre in split fiction fun. Chris, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing all right, Todd. This is very bittersweet. I am honored to be here once again, but also saddened to be here for the final boss.
Truly, Chris, we met the final boss, and it truly was us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I invited Chris on because I remember Chris was one of the first people I reached out to that I had no clue who he was. I just knew he was doing this kind of unique podcast. I said, hey, would you guys like to be on our podcast? I really like what you do. And wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because considering we do bi-weekly episodes, so for us to do 25 episodes, that's a year. So as you can tell, we've been doing this for about 6 years. And it was great to have you on, Chris. And that was the beginning of many other guests. And it's been great getting to know you over time. And that's one of the best things I've loved about doing these shows is just meeting friends. And it's been great. And we're ending this show. The main reason was because after Mark left, I thought, hey, we'll start a new chapter with Matt Kennedy. Matt had some issues with some complications with just life. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, well, maybe it's time for me to do something new. So the good news is I'm not ending my discussion about video games. It's just the end of this chapter. So I am ending Secret Friends Unite this week. So after this episode, this will be my last podcast I am actually recording for Secret Friends Unite. And after that, I'll be starting up something new. More will come out with that. Follow me on socials. I'll let you know. But as of right now, Chris, this won't be the last time we talk on a podcast because
I hope not.
Coming and joining me. And that'll be a lot of fun. And maybe we can get Tom back on. Might be a good time. We'll see.
Yeah.
So
I mean, obviously, when everything comes to fruition, we'd love to have you back on as well. We still need you on for.
Oh my God!
We still need you
when
on
the place comes back. But I mean, we had a good time. We did. You guys had me on for that one where we were. I was kind of like the tiebreaker, I guess. Was I the tiebreaker?
That was
awesome.
I think we're doing the where we were kind of going taking a look back at some of our episodes and seeing, kind of doing a tournament style thing there and see which one goes to the top, rises to the top there. So
it was great. Yeah. It was great. It was a lot of fun to do. I like when podcasts do some really fun things, and that's one of the reasons I liked your guys' podcast, because you're kind of like Russian roulette with a game on Game Pass, and you talk about it and just see kind of like, does it catch your attention after a short period of time, which is what I'm all about these days. I don't want to punish myself with the game just because I need to finish or I've got a backlog. So I'm glad that you guys are making this. You're basically taking something and making it spread out there. I think there's too many games to complete everything.
It's true.
Yeah. So I appreciate your and Tom's input in the world of video games has been great. So I appreciate what you do.
I appreciate you, and then I appreciate you and all the content that you've produced through the years, and knowing you, and like, it's just impressive how you're able to manage all this stuff too. So, kudos to you for even how long you've done this show for. 175 episodes is not an easy feat. So
typically they say, I think podcasts if they last 10 episodes, they could go on forever. But as we know, life changes. You lose partners, things go along the way. You get kids, your house burns down. I don't know. Well, that's a bad thing. But, hold on one second.
Yeah.
And I still think can you hear me now? I still think one of the coolest things in merch is this, guys. Check this out. It's amazing. 1 Hour, 1 Decision made a Game Pass journal. It's pretty awesome. It's great. Go find that. Follow Chris, and they'll get you to that. It's pretty awesome to document your gaming life, which is very cool. So
you've been one of the biggest proponents of it. I appreciate it.
I love it, Chris. I want to toot your horn. Toot. Let people know what you're doing, which is always great. So one last time before we get into the main part of this show, our Patreon Secret Friends Squad, these are the folks that have followed us on this journey on Patreon for about 3 years. Charlie will be keeping the engine going that will with Secret Friends Unite. There will be no longer video game talk, which I think Charlie's very happy about. No more football talk, which also, so that's fine. But the rest of his stuff will be ongoing. He and Peter are going to do a fine job keeping it up. So if you'd like to support them, please do. But I want to thank everybody who followed us along the path. And thank you so much for supporting me and the shows that we got to create. So those are the besties. Derek Trevelyan, aka the Figure Dude. Francie, the official hairstylist of the SFU. If you're in Grand Rapids, go see her. She'll set you up with a good do. Xbox Expansion Pass, Mr. Luke Lore. Charlie's Uncle Tim Horan. Friends with Benefits, John Sidorf. Brendan Myers, Corey in HD, Matthew Keel. And by the way, Corey, awesome dude, been a huge supporter of the show. Had me on his podcast a couple days ago. We had a blast. It was so much fun. Kurt Krug, that's the guy who's been doing a lot of getting us a lot of interviews, which has been great. Tanya Lee, Chipotle Bear, Famous Seamus, Cam the Movie Man, Jay Newport 007, Darth Prozac, and the Freight Conductor, a fellow Michigander. Remember, folks, you get exclusive shows, no ads, Discord benefits for as little as $2 a month, and you can get your first month 50% off. So thank you again, Patreons. But now it's time to do the part of the show where I try not to repeat these topics for buy rent return, Chris, but in this instance, I am repeating one. But the last time we did this, it was 3 years ago. So you know what? Nobody remembers what I picked, and that's okay. I picked completely different games this time, though, because I want to talk about, the best of co-op games, because you and I are playing a co-op game right now, and I feel it's what brings people together. When you first play any game, you're typically playing together, and that's awesome. You got kids, you play with them. It's a great experience. Couch co-op, whether you're online or whatever. I think that's a great experience, great way to make friends and do something collaboratively versus feeling like you're achieving something together. And I always love that. So, Chris, this week I picked Castle Crashers, Gears of War, which just came out and Reloaded, and It Takes Two.
You want me to pick first?
Well, I almost picked Lego Batman, so I was like, let's go with these games. So before we get into it, I want to thank Matt Kennedy, my very short-lived co-host, great guy. He says, hyped to hear the last episode with you and Chris. He says, buy Castle Crashers, absolute classic, and loved it. Also remember it having cool RPG elements, but could be wrong. No, it did. Rent Gears of War, played the campaign solo, but would be a fun co-op weekend. Absolutely. And then Return, It Takes Two. Fun, but the story theme loses me. Yeah, divorce isn't for everybody. Hey kids, let's play this together. I just needed to, I thought this video game would help you what was happening with mommy and daddy, right?
Oh my God, that'd be horrible.
I know. Well. Best dad ever. Well, thank you, Matt, for that. And yes, Chris, it's time for us to discuss these games. So, Chris, you and I played, I believe, a little bit of It Takes Two back in the day.
Yeah, we did.
Which was a lot of fun. They started this whole thing about getting a code and sharing it, which was great. Buy one, let anybody else play with you. History with the other games. I don't know. Do you have a history with the other games?
Yeah, I mean, I remember playing Castle Crashers back when it was on the 360, and that was fun.
I think everybody did. Yeah. It was a huge game. Yeah,
huge game, and it was awesome to be able to play a 4-player co-op on the same screen. That was great. That was fun times, and online. So I appreciated that.
I think they just released some new content too. Literally 15 years later, here's some new content. I don't know what it was, but apparently they did.
Amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. And of course, the animation and everything was just
so cute,
top notch.
The frog that swallows you or whatever, and you're fighting it, and you go in it, you get you can get upgraded weapons. It was fun. It's a great game to play. Like one of those first beat 'em ups with your kids. It's so much fun.
Yeah, agreed. And of course, Gears of War and It Takes Two. For me, in terms of these games, I would buy Gears of War. Because it was just so fresh, so unique in terms of not even just the co-op part of it, but how the world was. I guess it started the gray brown,
the Unreal. Was it the Unreal Engine era of browns and grays?
Yeah, the brown and gray color palette, but still, it was just so fun. the cover system, of course the guns with the chainsaws. Who would have thought that would be so satisfying to
Two
use?
great tastes go together.
Yeah. So good. So and like, yeah, you had the co-op part, which I think they did a pretty good job of incorporating. It didn't feel kind of hacked on or like tacked together. So yeah, it was good. And then I mean, I would rent Castle Crashers because I feel like you need up to 4 friends, four people, and
Yeah.
it'd be a great game to play on the weekends when you got your friends together and all that stuff. But like, after that, you're just kind of playing by yourself and you're kind of like, meh, it's not really the same thing.
It's not very deep by yourself. Yeah. It just feels very anticlimactic.
Right. And It Takes Two kind of has the same issue with Castle Crashers where you need 2 people and you need to be
can't play it at all.
You can't play it at all.
There's no AI. There's no, yeah.
Yeah. And like, as you and I have experienced right now with work playing Split Fiction, if we don't have the time, which, we get it, life gets in the way and that's fine. Then it just kind of sits there. And it's like, that's kind of why I'd probably return it.
I think that's a great thing because it's almost like when you get into like a game like Destiny, like I want to do a raid. Mm-hmm. LFG, look for a group and all that fun stuff. I remember how long it took me to find a raid group because it was just like appointment gaming. And that's really hard as an adult versus a kid where you play with whatever. So I think I found some Norwegians or something. I didn't have my birthday. I had a day off and I'm like, who's around? Like, oh, Norwegians are apparently. So we did it. It was amazing. The dude I met was awesome. We had a great time. So I mean, it made me so happy. So that was the joy of co-op right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of these experiences are diminished without multiple players. Gears, though, I think is the one exception because it can be played as a full-on campaign by yourself. Sure. But yeah. But everything, as I always say, it's better to game together. Been saying about a co-op mode. It's great. No, those are good. Those are good choices because I think, and then. And I would say most of these games do stand up over time. I mean, Gears Reloaded just came out, and it's got a better coat of paint, but it's still the same gameplay and still plays well. And Castle Crashers putting out new content after 15 years, and people love it. And it's evergreen. So myself, I would buy Gears of War as well. Now, this should really be like the series because, quite honestly, with 2, you got the Horde mode, and I think that really was it 2 or 3? Was it 2 that had Horde?
3.
Maybe it was, yeah. But that was such a cool mode. If just you like it's almost like a roguelike where it's like how many waves can you get through? And it's just you and your friends having a lot of fun. Gears is a great multiplayer. And I thought it was always fun, never felt unfair, but it was primary. I mean, and you could be either the I'm blanking on their name.
Oh,
not the
Locust?
Covenant. That's Halo.
Locust?
The Locust, yeah. Or you could be the Locust, or you could be the humans, and you had all the weapons, and it was just a great experience. So I would say,
no, I take that back. It was Gears of War 2.
It was 2. Okay, got it. Which is amazing that you think of like Gears 1, 2, and 3, and Judgment were all on the 360, which is just crazy. And now we're lucky to get one game per generation.
Them budgets, man. Them budgets.
I know. It's crazy. I would definitely buy Gears of War. It's great. I love that series. I skipped Reloaded just because I didn't need to replay the game. But, I remember playing couch co-op with my buddy Sean and I, and we had so much fun. And we just enjoyed that so much. Then I would rent, like to your point, Castle Crashers, because that is a game I think you get together. It's not a play all the time, got to get through the campaign. It's almost like a game it's like almost like an arcade game. It's like, get as far as you want, and then you give up, and then you move on. So it is a rental that you bring together with your friends, like Rock Band. You play it when your friends together.
Yeah.
So maybe you do buy it because it's something you can put back on when you have friends. I don't know. It's almost like it's a tie between Gears and
it's tough.
Yeah. But then It Takes Two. I mean, I love the experience, but to your point, it is the difficulty of finding someone to play it with, and scheduling gaming is not my best thing because I find many reasons not to game because I'm like, oh, I get distracted by something pretty,
right?
doom scrolling, everything else. Oh, food, I just procrastinate. So it's not the best. So like Chris and I will talk about Split Fiction very soon again. But yeah, I would say It Takes Two, while great game, it's almost better if you have a spouse in the house and you play together, or a friend in the house and play together because you're together. But yeah. Well, very cool. Well, that is the last buy, rent, and return. Don't know if it'll return, but I think it had a good run, considering the fun and joy it brought to me just to find out, getting to know people a little bit better with their choices and what they pick.
I will say honorable mention for a game here, Army of Two. That was
really,
yeah, because I was
not
like
Kane and Lynch.
I never actually played Kane and
Really?
Lynch.
I think there were like 3 of them or something. There's too many of them.
It looked cool, but yeah. I mean, like Army of Two was. Okay. Well, I mean, like I think that was when EA was cooking too, right? They were
trying a lot of things.
They were trying a lot of things, and like I loved the aspect of just having a full campaign that was like all about cooperative. Tactical shooting, like I think they saw Gears and they're like, oh wait, maybe we should make something similar. And with two bros,
I don't think I ever played it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, very cool. Well, guys, look up Army of Two. I think and was the last version like on the PS3 360 era?
I think so. I think because I think the second one didn't do very good, and they just kind of scrapped the whole.
Yeah, they called it a day, and they said we can't get like we can't get our cards into it or whatever. What is whatever EA does with their cards and the MVP system and all these games?
Who
like your
knows? Microtransactions up the wazoo.
Yeah, if you can't monetize it, what are you even doing? Well, very good. Thank you. Buy, rent, return. Go gently into the night. But now we got to talk about what we've been playing. So, Chris, tell me what you've been playing when you aren't playing with me, which sounds bad. Or playing with yourself. When you're playing with yourself, what do you play?
So, actually, I was able to complete South of Midnight. And I enjoyed that game. And I think I enjoyed it too much. The skip combat option.
Oh, so did you like playing it or did you like watching it?
I actually enjoyed the platforming in the game. I thought it was pretty good. The platforming was pretty fun. But like the combat was kind of like, man, I was like, oh, okay, I kind of get it. And it's weird because this game, when I kind of look at it from a bird's eye view, it is very similar in the way that combat is with like Hi-Fi Rush, but I really enjoyed Hi-Fi Rush's combat.
Yeah.
But I think it was also because it was like you weren't just kind of like aimlessly like hitting the buttons. I mean, you can in Hi-Fi Rush, but like you're also trying to like do it based on rhythm.
Have to be in rhythm, right? I mean, that's where I struggled because I'm horrible at those games. I got to a point like I can't get the laser to stop hitting me, and I have no health, and I can't beat the boss.
Yes.
I need like the easy mode.
Yeah, or skip combat.
Oh, skip combat. Yeah, just get right to it. Yeah.
I mean, I thought the stories in between were pretty good. Like there definitely some deep rooted, like kind of like talking about a lot of emotions and how people deal with loss and kind of struggles in life. And I thought that was good. And I think I completed it in under 6 hours, which I was like, oh, cool.
That's pretty good, dedicated, because that's a game where I loved it, and I kept with it. I put other games to the side, kept with it. I loved it. The music, the environment, the storytelling,
music,
all great. Although there was like a couple songs I'm like, I don't know who they chose to sing. I'm like,
I was about to say the same thing because I was like, the music will sound really good, and then like random like they just found some guy on the street like, here, come here and sing this. It's like, wait, what?
It was so weird. It was like, I was like, oh my God, everything was so good. And it's like, this song is definitely something you put on that, or they brought in somebody's brother to say, oh, you can sing this, can't you? Don't do it.
Something like that. I don't know.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. But, and then I've been I put a ton of hours into Nobody Saves the World. I still
That
need to
was a
get back in.
fun game. That was Drinkbox, right? And
Yeah.
I
Oh,
played quite a bit of that. It's kind of neat where you
yeah.
kind of change what your identity to have different abilities.
Yep.
I didn't play enough of it. I wanted to go back and I just got distracted from it.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely one of those games where you definitely need to put a lot of time into it because there's like the map is massive. It's a massive map. And you're trying to figure out all the little secrets and all this other stuff too. And yeah, I was like when I was traveling, I had that loaded up on my Steam Deck and I was just, plowing away at it. And I don't know if I'm at a particular point where I need to like figure out what I have to do next, but it's fine. Drinkbox. So I feel like I haven't played a bad Drinkbox game yet.
Because we had the Guacamelee games. We had, what was it? They had that one game that was
the Switch game where you're like swiping.
Yeah, I had I can't remember what it was called, but it was very interesting, unique.
Like Severed.
Yes,
I think it's Severed.
Severed. That's what it was. Yeah. Then I remember it came out, and I'm like, that's such a unique idea.
Yeah.
Was it for the Vita and other games? I can't remember. It was like meant to be like slash controls or like.
I'm pretty sure it was on. I know it was on the Switch because I had the demo on the Switch, but I don't know if it came out on other consoles.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that. That was that's neat. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what they do next because Guacamelee was such a great series to me. It was one of my favorites. Yes. Got really difficult on the first game, and then what they did with the goat and all those different things, turning a chicken, and just great.
Yeah. Oh no, they are coming out with another game called Blighted.
Oh, really? Maybe I've seen that before. I think maybe I did.
It's like an isometric kind of. It looks almost like Hades-like, but like that in that same style.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, battle your way through a psychedelic Western nightmare to reclaim the memories of your people in this action RPG from the creators of Guacamelee. Harness the power of the deadly reality-altering blight and unravel the mysteries of a twisted world. It says action RPG, indie, Metroidvania. Souls-like, man, they're crushing me. Everything's Souls-like. But co-op. Yeah, it looks great. Co-op.
Yeah.
Okay, it's got co-op. That's cool. Yeah, in 2026. So I'll be excited to see what happens. But yeah, it looks really, really good. Yeah, I like that. You got a big scythe. You're dodging and rolling, and yeah. But I like to have my content saved. Oh, really? Okay, nice. What if Mark knows them? He's from Canada.
Toronto based. I don't know. Yes. Isn't he like way out in the?
He's nowhere near there. I figure everybody in Canada knows each other, Chris. Yeah. I mean, it's just the way it works.
That's how it works.
Matt Sawinski, I believe, is in like near Toronto, Mississauga area, which And I know they'll say you pronounced it wrong, but that's where General Mills has their headquarters in Canada in Mississauga or whatever they call it. I'm sure it's by Tim Horton. But so very cool. Yeah, check out Nobody Saves the World. It's been available on everything, so it's a very fun little game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, and then as you mentioned before, playing Split Fiction with you, definitely been a blast, and I think they really stepped up their like co-op puzzle elements in this game. Like it's just really cool. I don't even know. Like, are we halfway through the game? I
believe we're now on chapter 6 out of 8.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So, with Chris and I, the way, I bought it on PS5. You just need to have an EA code and a friend with a person or their PS friend list. You send them an invite and you play, and it's great. Yeah. And the good thing about the game is you can continue to play with other people. It's not like you have to. You can then, I think, if you bring another person on, you can either restart or start from where you ended with a new player too, and then you can choose to swap the character you're playing as, which makes it very interesting. Like, so it could basically say, "Well, I've already done this level, but I didn't do it as the other character." So I think it adds a lot of personality to it. And you've been playing the fantasy girl Zoe, right?
Yes.
And I'm Mia, the grumpy fantasy girl. And as we're discovering with our characters,
Mira,
yes,
right?
Yeah, Mia. I think that was Mia.
Mia.
Zoe and Mia, 3 letters each. But basically, they're discovering a lot about each other, and it's like finding your friendship. And we both agree that the story is ridiculous. The fact that you've got a publisher who has decided that they're going to steal authors' ideas by investing in a system that probably costs like $18 billion. They're going to extract their stories, and it goes horribly wrong, of course. Yep. It's Raider Publishing?
Raider.
Yes.
That's right.
But, I mean, I don't think they're going to make their money back on this huge investment.
No, not at all.
I mean,
although, are they still stealing stuff from the other authors that I don't know?
You know what, Chris? We'll probably never know. All we know is the head guy has gone completely insane, and the people there at the company have not left.
Nope.
I don't know why they're sticking around.
No idea either.
Yeah, but once things starts exploding, you know, your pension is probably not secured.
Yeah, I agree. And then finally, one thing I would hopefully one day get to play New World with someone, but that is dead.
So, New World is an Amazon MMORPG.
Yes.
Yep. Now, I've heard, is there another version of New World which was like an action game too?
I don't know actually, but I mean, I know they released a DLC for it where they finally gave you access to mounts.
So there's New World.
Yep.
New World Eternum.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the actual game, New World Eternum?
Yes, I think that's what they call it
now. Wait a minute. So New World Eternum is a thrilling action RPG based in the world of the New World.
Yeah.
So that's an action RPG game versus like the MMO, I believe.
I mean, it's the same game. I think they just called it the same game because
did they get rid of like the MMO-ness of it and they just made it an action game?
It's still an MMO. It's still an MMO.
Really? Because the one on Steam says just it's an action game.
Yeah, it is an MMO. It's just like it's Diablo, but with other characters. I don't know how to explain it.
I'm so confusing. Yeah, they don't even mention on Amazon's website that it's an MMO.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, you see other characters running around with you, so
that is weird.
You can build a house or buy a house.
I think there's two games. I think there's like the MMO, and then I think there's the action game. I really do, Chris. I have to look this up because I had heard about it. Like people are like, yeah, they have this other version of the game, and so they have New World is a massive multiplayer game that came out in 2021, and Eternum is Eternum came out in I could be maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. If I'm wrong.
I think they just I think they had to rebrand it a little bit.
Okay.
Because of like how kind of meh the first bit
so
of it was.
Because you can buy it for $60.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought there was like a free version too. Am I wrong?
No.
Okay.
There is but yeah, there is like DLC for it that gets you mounts and stuff like that.
Okay. So do you own it already?
I do own it.
Okay.
Own it already. And yeah, it's just one of those games that just kind of sits there. I'm like, maybe I'll go back to it. Because it was kind of fun.
You can play it solo?
You can.
With other people? Okay.
But it's like one of those games where it's like
you want to play with other people, right?
It's fun to play by yourself, but then it gets grindy. And then it's like, it's kind of
okay. Well, if I can find a deal, they don't have a thing where you get a free code and you can invite your friend. No,
this is not what's his name's thing. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it came out in 2021. Interesting.
I'm surprised they're still paying. They still have it at like $60, $70.
Yeah, the rise of the angry earth is the. I mean, there's just gonna be like code deals or something, right? I assume maybe.
Probably.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Well, if you see a deal, Chris, let me know. Let me know. Is all I'll say. Let me know, and we'll see we can make that happen. Make your dreams come true, guys. If you're into this game, friend Chris, play with them.
Yeah.
Play together.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay, well, New World. Chris is. It's a whole new world with Chris. You can sing the song together.
Whole new world for you too, Todd.
That's true. That is true. So for
tell
myself,
us about your games, yes.
So yeah, did you try Silk Song?
I have not yet.
Okay. Did you play Hollow Knight?
I did, even on the podcast.
Okay.
I did not like it.
Okay. How far did you say you got into it?
An hour.
Okay. Oh, a 1 hour, one decision. You made a decision. Very good. You know what? I probably lasted an hour in Hollow Knight as well.
Okay.
I did not appreciate its vagueness about how do you get a map. Oh, you have to listen to the guy who's humming and he's on a bench. And I ended up falling down this area and it was like, it looked so similar. I couldn't tell one area from the other. And without a map, I felt like it needed to be really iconic looking to say, oh, this, I know where that area is because it looks like X, Y, and Z, versus the world just to me looked so similar and gray, and I didn't love the aesthetic. I like the look of the
Gears
character.
of War motif there.
Exactly. It's like, why does this look this way? These little bug people. So my son loved it to pieces. So I'm like, okay, well, am I wrong? Yeah. Well, I saw him play it and then he modified and did all this stuff. I'm like, nope, not for me. Cool. And then he's like, Dad, Silksong. Of course, Silksong then released the week that he started college, sophomore year. And he's like, how am I going to play this? And I could probably look at his Steam. You should probably see his numbers in Steam, or I think he's playing an Xbox actually. And I think he already played 3 hours before I even looked at him like, oh, it just came out and you already played 3 hours. Are you going to school?
I know. I mean, Silk in it has been pouring hours on hours into it.
Yes.
So I was like, good Lord. Okay.
It takes a sicko.
And Larry, I messaged him about it. He's like, were you super excited? He's like, yeah, man, it was great. He's been really enjoying it.
Interesting. Cool. Okay. Well, I mean, sure.
And good for them.
Exactly. Good for them.
This is the thing. I just I don't know why. First of all, Team Cherry, kudos to them for it, because from what I understand, they're like a team of 3. And for them to make a game that's been so beloved and people have been patiently waiting and they've been selling this game like gangbusters at a reasonable price.
$20.
Come on. And they're having the same problem that the Baldur's Gate 3 guys have had. Larian, right? Where it's like, oh, they're like the bigger studios are just making complaints that, oh, this is impossible to do what they do and whatever. And it's like, but is it though? Because if you know how to deal with your budget, then, well, you could probably make good content, good games. But you don't. You just have to, because there's so much bloat for whatever stupid reason that the game, that particular developer deals with. So I don't know. It's frustrating.
The story is interesting about the game because originally this was supposed to be DLC stretch goals for the Kickstarter for the original game. So they're like, oh, there's something here. Let's just turn this into a full-on sequel. And I think that was the funny part because it was announced back in 2017, Hollow Knight or Silksong. Oh my god! And then they showed it, and then it was literally silent. And so I think a lot of people were like, "Well, is this just going to be DLC sized, or is it going to be the full size?" And they have the luxury of having funding from the continual sales of
Hollow Knight,
how successful Hollow Knight was, that they're in a unique position that they could take the time, enjoy what they're doing, no drama, which they apparently said, no drama, we're just having a good time, and they could take their time. I think every other team, unfortunately, just don't have that ongoing revenue to keep them afloat, right?
You think about Blizzard in the late 90s, early 2000s, when that money was theirs, and it's not. They're not. There's no big corporation or publishing.
No stock symbol. No earnings. You have to do every quarter.
Not dealing with any of that stuff. They were famously we'll release it when it's done, and that's what they did. And then you come out with a quality game like that. And
absolutely.
Kudos to them for not pushing the game out when it was not ready.
I mean, think about a company like Valve. They don't have to even make games anymore. So when they do, it's like, holy cow. I mean, how much money did they leave on the table without making Half-Life Episode 3 or Half-Life 3, right? They just decided that it was going to be too difficult to fit the expectation. I think you set that bar too high for yourself, because I think all of us would just like more to end the story. Yes. We don't necessarily need new mechanics, because we love the mechanics that were in that game and what they did with it. Yeah.
I just realized they're the George R.R. Martin before George R.R. Martin.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, if you look at, their fearless leader, I mean, over at Valve, he's like,
too.
Oh my God, he's sitting on it. Apparently he lives on a yacht now. That's all he does. Sits on a yacht. And he says, I could retire, but I'm still enjoying what I'm doing. Loves VR, loves all these weird things, thinking about space travel. And he does a little bit of work every day. And then he goes, I guess takes off his t-shirt, dives in the ocean, comes back in, showers off, and then sits up and, I don't know, talks to billionaires and just enjoys his life. That's amazing. Good
for him.
Valve's one of those companies though. They're still independent, not publicly traded, doing what they're doing. And, the fact that we got Steam out of just the fact that they wanted to make something for Half-Life 2 Half-Life 2, which is crazy. Now it's the de facto standard of PC gaming for a store. And Microsoft, even though they've invented the platform, still has not figured out how to make a store.
So sad.
Yeah, it's so sad. But yeah, I mean, this is Team Cherry. They're out of Australia, I believe. When they went and they said, "Oh, it's coming out in 2 weeks." Awesome. And they didn't send out copies to the press. They were still getting their Kickstarter founders early. They upgraded if you had on apparently they were making a Wii U version back in the day. What? They said, now you get a Switch version. So it's great. I mean, I can't say enough about that in regards to the concept, this team, everything they value. But to your point, I'm glad for everybody that has this game. This is everybody has that one game that's they live and die for. Their personality, what it's all about. My son was so excited about this. He loves it. He thinks it's the greatest thing. We've debated about it, and I realized at this point, it's just not for Todd. And that's cool. I can't. The FOMO gets strong, right? And then I just figure out at this point, I'm like, that's okay. I have too many games that I don't play that I want to play more of. Why should I worry about a game that I'm just not that into? So,
yeah,
it's like Baldur's Gate 3. That's a game where the FOMO got me. I bought it on Steam. I waited too long to return it. Never even started the game.
Well, we could play that together. I really enjoyed that.
No, Chris, no. That's a game. I appreciate what they did it. And when I heard it was going to be turn-based and all that stuff, I'm like,
I'm telling you, it's good. I'm telling you, it's good.
I don't debate it. I even Expedition 33. I know that's a great game.
Yeah.
I despise turn-based combat. I despise it. Okay. It's to me, it's because you do all those things, you end up losing. It's just start over again. Well, let me try it again. It's like when you start losing. And this is really bad. It's like when you start losing in Warcraft 2. You do everything, and it starts going bad. Oh shoot! Now I got to go all the way back and start. No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That just is. That's where a lot of RPGs, where they're especially turn-based, it just feels like 3 hours later. Oh, you didn't beat the boss. Let's try it again. Versus something where it's more combat related. I feel maybe I can do something a little different versus just I didn't get the right spell. Let me go back and grind so I can get a level 18, whatever. Right. And yeah, I understand. It's almost like I would rather watch a movie with Baldur's Gate interaction, those type of things, versus actually doing the combat. Because I feel like there's just going to be too many options. I'm going to get into it. And I'm going to play it for 2 hours. And I'll get back to it. And I'll forget everything. And
yes,
yeah, it's just not for me.
That is the issue I have with these longer narrative.
And that's I heard that's almost. I mean, each.
I put 100 hours into it. I put 100 hours into it.
And when you tell me, I'm like, that means that's 20 games I could play elsewhere, right?
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
So yeah, that just is like I said, I just, know thyself, gamers.
Yeah.
If you're young, cool, observe and find and do whatever you want. But you don't have to force yourself to like anything. No. That's why 1 hour, one decision exists.
Yeah.
Sometimes an hour is enough to determine if it's worth going back in. So there you go. Silksong, I tried it. I appreciate it. But when I realized that the mechanics I don't love, just even doing simple things, there's no double jump at start. There's certain things. There's no back and forth between the walls. I'm like, I really want that in a Metroidvania. There's no map up front. There's things you're going to get.
Or at least like a map that you can kind of build, like,
nope,
Fog of War,
nope.
nothing,
or
right?
I would say like if a map, as you explore and you earn it, great. But when there's nothing and you have to find a dude and it's like,
yeah,
okay. And then when it starts getting big enough, and then you still don't have the map, and it's like, well, I don't even know who to get a map from, and then it's like, oh, here's these rosaries, get those to get something. Okay, great, awesome. But you probably have to farm those rosaries because you need enough, and it's like, okay. And then I'm getting these things, and yeah, it just didn't. I will say this: when a game grabs you and you know it, and I feel like you can't force a game to do what that is not. So to me, I appreciate it what it was, but I got enough of like say, yep, I understand it. There's some really weird things are going on with the story. Appreciate that. I'd probably rather watch just the cutscenes and get me to it versus the combat, because I know I'm going to die like 85 times, and that to me is not a fulfilling experience. Like getting good is not the fun.
Right.
The fun part is just having a good time as I play it and not feeling like, well, if I just do it for the 85th time, maybe I'll finally figure something out and get better. I'm 50 years old. I mean, I ain't got time to get good. I'm already good in my life.
I'm good. I don't need anything more good.
These fingers aren't getting any better, Chris. It's not like I'm going to work them out, but that's okay. You know what? I'm glad people have that game, and it's kind of sad if any game launched around. Apparently, there was another game. Atari brought out a Metroidvania that launched same day.
Oh, really?
Essentially, they only had 12 players playing concurrently. Yeah, that's not a good thing. So, yeah, it's taking up all of the room, and this is just a small game. So, congrats to them, and then maybe they'll put out another game in 10 years. Yeah. So, enjoy it while you got it.
Yeah.
Moving on, I have GameFly. I'm probably one of the only two people on the planet that still has GameFly. As long as they make discs and carts,
they're keeping you.
I'll use GameFly.
Keeping them alive, Todd.
Yeah, exactly. Once I move away from consoles, PC's not happening. They're sending me my 85 discs of the next game. So I got Metal Gear Solid Delta. This is the remaster. It's not really a remake. I mean, they didn't change any of their mechanics really. They updated the controls.
I thought they did. I thought they did with the controls, or like the camera system.
They added a modern control scheme, but they didn't change. They even offer you still to play the classic way, like you would have played with the PS2 DualShock. Mm-hmm. It still has the same mechanics and the way you play, which to me, Metal Gear Solid always felt not fluid at all. It's almost very like run. It's very like comedic. It's like that doesn't look very cool when I play that game ever.
I mean, I remember like I loved Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2. Mm-hmm. And then a little game called Splinter Cell came, and I was like, whoa.
Changed it up, stealth. Yeah, spy combat, lighting.
And to your point, it was like the animation's very smooth. And you can control like his speed, and it was the lighting, taking out the lights and everything. Oh, it was so cool, so good. And then, it's been 12 years.
That was Tom Clancy, right? I mean, and Splinter Cell was Tom Clancy. So you expected a level of like writing, performance, like a Western style of storytelling, which was far different. It wasn't goofy. You didn't have like a monkey in a diaper selling you arms. Which was in 4, I believe, folks. Very weird, or the Lely Lalulu, or the fat man on the skates, and I mean, just the weird stuff that And then, so my background with Metal Gear Solid is I loved 1, I loved 2, 3. I just could not get into the camouflage. You have to eat a snake to survive. I'm like, why is he so hungry all of a sudden? He just landed. Why doesn't he eat food all the time? Yeah.
That was it. Like after I played that game, I was done with the series.
Like your percent camouflage, you need a alligator on your head.
Yeah.
And then, you lost your backpack. You got to climb up this tree to get the backpack. Right. Oh, that's great.
It was just like, it was a lot of caring and feeding. And like, I feel like this is what started the whole like survival game.
Absolutely.
And then like, Grand Theft Auto started doing that with
working out with CJ. Yeah. Eat too much or work out enough, Yeah. Or you didn't brush your horse enough in Red Dead Redemption, so he died and got the mange.
And it's like, again, all respect to people that enjoy this game.
I don't respect it myself, but I respect you for respecting it.
But like, I mean, like a Kingdom Come Deliverance, right? And that game, everyone seems to be in love with the second one. And
you have to learn how to read in that game, I think.
Like you have to do so many things, and it's like I can't do a lot of these things in real life. Why do I need to be like admonished and mocked in a video game too? Like I don't need that. That's not cool.
Yeah, it's like those chore games, right? Those chore games, the cozy games where it's like, oh, decorating your house is so much fun. I'm like, no, it gives me. I mean, I don't have pictures in my house because I'm like, I'm afraid of putting the frame in the wrong spot, and I bought the picture, so you get like indecision paralysis. You just it just sits in the corner. So, so I'm trying to think of where Metal Gear Solid sits in my brain, because despite not doing much in MGS3, even though I tried it, like the original version of the PlayStation 2, and I believe then they did a subsistence version where they allowed you to do a different controls and camera. Maybe I thought, then maybe that'll make it easier. Did not catch me. I think there's even a version on the 3DS, which is hilarious to think about that. Yes, there's a version of Metal Gear Solid 3 on the 3DS. So enjoy that. I don't know how they did it. It's kind of weird that that's the game that came over there. I don't think it's 3D though, in regards to like you needed 3D glasses or it does anything. But I loved 4, and 4 is a weird game because a lot of people hate it. I really enjoyed it. I think it's fine. Is it finally playable elsewhere, or is it still only stuck on the PlayStation 3?
On the PS3. I am actually curious to play that game. Because I did they have as much like survival mechanics in that one?
No, like hardly any at all. That's why I loved it. I felt like it was going back to like 1 and 2. And I felt like it was over the top, but I really enjoyed it. Yes, it's silly and weird, but I still had a hell of a fun time.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. I heard though the next collection of Metal Gear, like they're doing those new collections, the HD collections for modern systems, Switch and those things. I heard they may be doing finally Metal Gear Solid 4.
Ooh, okay.
Which would be great.
Yeah.
Because, that game should be available to play elsewhere. Of course, the PlayStation 3 was bad, but if they're just going to remaster it, I think they can make those assets and make it work. So I love 4. Then I played 5, and they had the Phantom Pain and then Ground Zeroes. So I really dug. Was Phantom Pain the first thing, and then it went to Ground Zeroes, or was it Ground Zeroes then Phantom Pain?
Phantom Pain, I think was. Oh no, Ground Zeroes was like the prequel, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe that's what it is. So that's what I played.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that. And then when it went to Phantom Pain?
Yeah, Phantom Pain. Yeah.
I fell off. But I mean, I just remember when they're talking about that game, it was like Moby Dick Studios. They went on stage, and Moby Dick Studios, they had the guy with like the weird bandages, and Kojima was acting weird, so odd. And I enjoyed the weird aspects of that part. And then when it went to like the open world, and you're hooking people up to balloons and you send them off to form your army, I'm like, no, that's not for me at all. And I know the game, and
I'm out.
There's something like Metal Gear Acid. There's all these other Metal Gear games. I think there's even a card game that's out there. Not for me. So I would love to love Metal Gear Solid more than I do, but I do love the games I do. So then when Metal Gear Solid Delta, which is the remaster of this game, with the original voice actors and everything. They didn't change any lines of dialogue. They did update the art, which is beautiful looking.
Yeah.
But they didn't change the gameplay really. They added a new control scheme. Other than that, I don't think they did anything else. So this is really, and it was somebody else when I was talking to them about this game. Basically they said, try like the first hour of it.
Okay.
And if you're not in it, it's not changed. They said it's basically the same game, but just a new fresh coat of paint, which I did. I watched the intro mission. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But then you get into the Kojima of it all, Chris, where it's like, it's overly explained.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get really good at voice acting, and then you get Snake go, Metal Gear or Virtuous Mission? And then he just repeats it, and then you have to say it again, and he says little quips, and slow motion as he flicks out a cigar and it turns and does like this, and he takes off his helmet. It's very anime John Woo. Yes, it's very much like that. It just takes too long to do it. It's like an hour in, I finally start the first mission. It's like, oh, your backpack went up in a tree. Okay.
We're here again. We're at this point.
Exactly. And I'm like, okay, I didn't get to the Snake Eater song, which sucks because that's a banger. Oh my God. Love it. I love the idea that this is like the first game and it's Metal Gear Solid 3. It's so weird.
Right.
And you're naked Snake, and they're like, oh, haha, you're naked. And I'm like, oh my God. This is like if Austin Powers, this is essentially Austin Powers, the video game in a certain instance. But I did finally get my backpack because they say, oh, stand in front of the tree and push X to climb. I'm like, okay. And it's not working. I'm like, I'm just hugging against a tree. Huh. I didn't read the explanation. Trees with vines. So I had to go around the other side, find the vines, and then it just climbs automatically for you. And you go up. And I'm like,
oh, well, that's nice, I guess.
It's nice, but kind of felt like a quick time thing. It's not like and then you are standing on a branch, and it's like you're supposed to keep your balance, and then you drop, and then you get the backpack, and it's triumphant. I got a backpack. And then there's snakes all over the place. I'm going to have to eat snakes, of course. And it was funny. I was talking to somebody else about this game. Like, I didn't play for 5 days, and all the food in my backpack.
Oh, really? It's spoiled?
All rotten. I'm like,
oh no.
Really, just like a piece of is an apple to spoil like in 30 minutes in a game? I don't know. It just seems, why is he so hungry too? It's like, he's supposed to be there like within a day, yet he needs to have so much food. It doesn't make any sense, Chris. Yeah. And you're matching your camouflage percentage, and I just don't want to take care of a snake. I don't want to be his caretaker, No.
Yeah.
Imagine that. It's like, you're a spy, but you need a lot of help with your, I don't know, spy crafting. It's very weird. No, it's not for me. So it will be going back to GameFly. Thank you so much. And I have, I know, like the shortest thing, I got it, and it's like been sitting there, finally installed. Like we were talking about this, like it literally, when I went to play it for the first time, oh, you need to still install 10 gigabytes. I'm like, was it supposed to already do that? I don't know.
Was that part of the game? Like,
yeah, it was. It probably, that would be an awesome thing. Like Kojima screws you up. It's like, it's actually done installing, but eject the game. And it's like, haha, got you. I don't know. Because that was what, obviously the first game was all about: playing with you, saves, changing controllers, Psycho Mantis. I don't think any of the other games did those type of things, as far as I remember. Did they?
Like in terms of boss fights?
No, just like the weird things. It's like, in
Metal Gear Solid 2, there's that point when you play as Raiden, and I think like near the end of the game where like you get the what do you call it? General or whatever is it, Colonel. He calls you and he's like, "Oh, you need to turn off the game now." It's like, what the hell is that?
I forgot about that.
There's that whole thing. And then like, I guess kind of in Metal Gear Solid 3, I'm sure there's other things, but like the big one that I know of is like with that boss fight with the
Oh, I know you're talking about. Was it quiet or silent? Silent. Quiet. Yeah.
Yeah, like with that, where you can beat him by just like going to your clock and just progressing time there,
because they die, right? Yeah. So the old guy, like, oh, I waited you out. I just have to be patient. Yeah, and I'm not a patient gamer. Yeah, so he's an interesting guy. I was going to play Death Stranding, and I was going to play Death Stranding 2. I watched a walkthrough, and I decided nope. I played PT, and I can definitely say he's not a creator I come for what he does anymore. He's just not for me anymore. When I was in the PlayStation, I felt like he was doing something that nobody else was doing. Right. Now I feel like he's just being weird for weirdness sake.
He's just like, what can I get away with? And people be like, oh, he's a genius.
Putting Conan O'Brien in his game for just being weird. And I think he just wants to be a celebrity and mingle with celebrities.
Yeah,
now.
But I will say, to be fair, a lot of like the topics and themes that he's talked about, he's kind of been pretty prophetic with a lot of the stuff that he's.
Oh yeah, the private military corporations and all things. Like, yeah, he just puts it in such an odd vein that it feels like, okay, yours is like the oddball comic book version, which is like, then it's hard to take serious, right? It's like, you know, I think he tries really hard to be like just almost like Tommy Wiseau in The Room, right? He's kind of like that for video games.
No,
right?
Come on, you can't go that far.
Oh, hi, Mark.
You can't go that.
Metal Gear. I'm going to put a monkey in a diaper, and we're going to have an organization called the Layli La Lulu.
Todd with the hot takes right now.
He's
going out with the bang. He's going out with the bang, right?
Yeah, I'm going out. Yeah, burn it down. We're out of here. Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. Some people just adore him and what he does. I get it, and you know, the fact that he's been able to put these games out, like these stranded games. These Strand games, so that, you know, quite honestly, everybody else, it takes him a million years to put a game. And he's like, when I heard he was going to do this and he was going to use the engine from Horizon and that team Guerrilla, and he's been able to put 2 games out in 6 years. That's impressive.
That's their engine?
Yeah. They partnered with Sony. It was published by Sony at the beginning, and then obviously went elsewhere after that. But yeah, they partnered with Horizon and used their engine because it's a very good engine. I think it's not the Decima.
Great.
It's all something or other. Yeah.
Cool. Good stuff.
Yeah, very cool. So there you go. If you're into it, I think this is a game, though, if you are interested in this game, you never did, give it a try. And if you played it before and you didn't get it, this version is not going to do anything for you. And if you love this game and you want to play it again, this is the best way to play it. I played more Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
Ooh, that game looked good.
This game is phenomenal. I've been distracting myself from it because I'm like, I know I love this game. So I'm like, I need to try some other things.
It's kind of Metroidvania-like, though.
Oh, it's really weird because I feel like you're not like having to go back to other areas, though. Yeah. It's not that. Well, it's kind of more like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of feels like an old school, just 3D platformer action combat game.
Yeah,
like a Well, yeah, because I'm like, it doesn't have like the, if you get this, maybe you can explore it. I feel like I haven't found areas where I felt like I needed to get an ability to do something. It just feels like it's just very satisfying, the combat, the combos. And it just has that like, it oozes with style.
Yeah.
And I love that. And the fact that this game studio, these are the guys that made Streets of Rage 4, and I forget what else they made. I mean, just beautiful art. I love it, and I love what they do. So excited to see what they do. We've got a lot of these new studios that are coming in and making amazing games, and it's like, oh boy, I can't wait to see what they do next. Like Way Forward, I love them to pieces. I love the games that they make. There's certain studios that just do it right every time. .emu is now, you know, what they do with those, you know, we have like the new Marvel Cosmic, not Avengers. I don't know what it's called.
Cosmic Invasion. Cosmic Invasion.
There you go. It's like that. The side scroll and beat 'em ups. And we got like a He-Man game is coming out. We've got a G.I. Joe game. I mean, I just love it. I think every franchise that's even like Radioactive Mice from Mars, they deserve. Is it Bikers from Mars? Radioactive Mice, Bikers from Mars? I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it was. I don't know. But they deserve one too. Everybody should get one. Get a beat 'em up. We all deserve it. Yeah, Street Sharks. Why not? Did you ever see the video with Vin Diesel at a toy show propping?
Yes, I think I did.
So good. Gotta love the world we live in. That Vin Diesel was doing that. And look where he is now, not making movies with anybody. Apparently.
Why does he need to make
Groot? Exactly. He's Groot, and that's it. And maybe he makes another Fast and Furious. Man, where is the next Fast and Furious film? We get that cliffhanger where things happened.
Like I don't even.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, I absolutely love the game. I got a code for it on. I bought it for like from one of the Steam sites or whatever that you can redeem your code for like $22. It's well worth it. It's great. Like I said, I would have gotten it on Switch 2, but apparently they are just not making games for Switch 2 yet, so you're getting Switch 1 versions that are not optimized for Switch 2, which sucks. So, but it's great on anything else. It's great. Performs awesome. And then beyond that, I've just been playing around with my arcade system, getting it set up to play all of my arcade games. It's really cool. It just is a beast to get it configured to work with these arcade controls.
Yeah.
So, which makes it not so fun. But when you get it to work, it's just great. I was playing NBA Jam, and it's so much fun. And it's got like the attractions, so it like goes through everything, plays the music, and I dig it. I think it's so cool. Yeah, it's one of my interests that I want to keep going with. Yeah, so that's about it. What I've been gaming, and I have from GameFly. They just told me today they are shipping me Borderlands 4. So I will be diving back in the world of Borderlands 4.
Nice. Yeah, I heard good things on everything except PC.
Oh no, ports on PC are really hard to pull off.
I don't know, man. It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
because and all the time it's what Unreal Engine 5. It just seems to be like just very unoptimized or something.
Which is the shame because everybody wants to use it because everybody wants to be able to use the same tool set. Don't have to train people on a custom engine. But to your point, it's even funny. I heard about the founder of Unreal and everything. He's like, well, people are just, they're overly hyping it to be on these high ends where they should really be starting at the low end and then optimizing. I'm like, but if everybody's having a problem, maybe it's an Unreal Engine problem and you need to work on that to make it easier to optimize. Right. While you're counting all your cash and your Fortnite money and all that stuff, and you're what, suing Apple and
Oh my God, they're doing. Oh
Come
yeah,
on.
Yeah.
Come on, Tim Fortnite, do the right thing. I don't know, whatever his name is.
That sounds about right.
Exactly. I mean, who's in Fortnite this week, Chris? Are we getting like Lady Gaga? I don't know who's next.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, probably Wednesday.
My kids like dropped off real quick. Like they were really into Fortnite. And then,
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
don't tell me they went to Roblox.
They did.
Oh, making a garden or the fashion show?
Not the fashion show. Like some sort of brain rot thing. Oh no, Grow a Garden. They are playing Grow a Garden.
That is like the biggest thing. And and everybody talks about how many players are playing other games. They got like 30 million concurrents on those games.
Absolutely
crazy. Yeah. Block your credit card. Don't let them spend a dime. That is or make content for them.
They asked to get, what is it, a private server. I was like, nope, that's not happening.
That sounds unsafe.
Yeah,
completely unsafe.
Not doing that.
Nope,
not doing.
Oh boy, yeah, lock it down, Chris. Lock it down as long as you can.
I will. I'll do my best.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is it for what we've been gaming. Now we get into the bonus round, the final bonus round, and I thought it was appropriate once again. Co-op games. The games we love and what franchises should have co-op. So, Chris, I put a couple things out here, my favorite genres of co-op games. Mm-hmm. Arcade brawlers. So we talk about like Streets of Rage, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Simpsons arcade games, the Dungeons and Dragons. Remember those co-op games from Capcom, the Islands of Mysteria or whatever they're called? So amazing. Double Dragon, the theme song for co-op mode is Double Dragon. I mean, you think about this game, Final Fight. I mean, that was the whole thing of those games was obviously quarter burners, but also you and your buddy having a great time doing some combos and just enjoying a game so much. Do you have a favorite arcade brawler that you remember that was like, oh God, I love playing this game? Or not even an arcade brawler, but like a brawler like on your console too?
I mean, got to talk about TMNT. Turtles in Time. That was probably and the most recent one, Shredder's Revenge, is quite good too.
Amazing.
And I mean, Streets of Rage 4 was really good too. I had a good time with that. Mm-hmm. And I think the same .emu is coming out with another brawler, but it's a kind of like an action RPG style or roguelike.
Really?
It's actually a roguelike. It's a roguelike brawler called Absalom.
Yes, that looks so good.
It's so good. It is so good.
That's amazing. It's an interesting take because a lot of brawlers are roguelikes, right?
Yeah.
At the arcade, right? The arcade. Yeah. If you run out of quarters, you start again. Your progress isn't stable and you start again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought it was
that's how we grew up.
And but that and the the original Konami X-Men. It's always great. So yeah, like those.
Yeah. I mean, and I think of even like Scott Pilgrim, which was an amazing game, and now they're making a new one. Scott Pilgrim EX, I believe is what it's called.
Okay.
And I mean, they're making a new Double Dragon that's coming out. So I think it's kind of nice that there's a resurgence because people do want to play online. And that's the big thing now.
And it's a online. Short experience, right? I appreciate that it is not a 3, maybe like 80 to 100 hour, Persona 5. The game only gets good at 40 hours.
That's the point, right? It's to jump in, play a little bit with your friends, have a beer. It's not very complicated. Yeah. Some of the games they've gotten really good at, like making the combat more complicated, and well, not complicated, but more detailed, more rich, so you can like pull off cool combos.
Absolutely, that's the thing I thought was really cool. Like I think the Cosmic Invasion one that you mentioned has that kind of like where you have potentially combos based on the two characters that are like pulling off a move. You can do kind of cool stuff like that. I appreciate that.
There's a website or YouTube channel I started. It's called Retro something or other. They're talking about like new like co-op games that are coming out that are in that, and I'm like, some of them are just amazing looking. And it's just like great. They're on Steam, but they also will play on Switch. So that's why I'm excited too about like putting those games and putting them on with my dual arcade sticks because they'll work great. You just map the controls there with your buddy. And you're just having a great time. So I love that. Another thing I thought about, Chris, is shooters. So not necessarily like first person shooters. Think about like shooters in the arcade. So you think of like Time Crisis, House of the Dead.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think of what other games that were out there, like all the Namco games, like our Point Blank, and even there were some early ones with the NES. I don't think there was a lot of co-op shooters on like the NES, but the later you went into, man, like Time Crisis, all those arcade games that you played, and they eventually ported them. When I was at a recent video game show we had in the Twin Cities called 2DCon, they had a whole arcade that was free play, and they had so many fun just shooters that were just like, this is so much fun.
Was that like Terminator 2 had one?
Terminator.
I think Aerosmith didn't Aerosmith.
Yes, Revolution X. There was a bunch of those that
Jurassic
were just
Park,
so much fun.
Sure.
Yeah, Jurassic Park, like the old ride, like you'd get in the ride games and you could play that. There's even like a Halo 4-player game. That would be awesome to just port to consoles.
There was one I played recently, the Mission Impossible one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and actually, what it is it's 4 players, but it's 2 against 2. So it's like a race to the end.
Okay.
Who gets there faster wins that particular thing. I thought it was pretty cool.
But, it's great. And there's actually been, there was a lot on console back in the day because you had just the regular LCD or regular CRTs.
Yeah.
You could do that. There's like some Resident Evil games, and then like the House of the Dead games really got in big into. So, but what they've done now is apparently they've got this really cool technology, which there's Sinden, there's some other light guns you can get. They're essentially treated like a mouse. So you're using like a mouse, so you're tracing it on the screen, so it makes it a lot easier. So you don't really need a whole setup. They have sensors, kind of like the Wii had the sensor bar, but it's like these little micro sensors that are really cool around it that allow you to do it. So cool. That'll be my next step in my arcade system. I will definitely want a way to play light gun games because I think that's going to be awesome. But remember that horrible Area 51 game where or was it Mad Dog McCree, where it's like the live action people? I love that stuff so much. So goofy.
So goofy.
Police Trainer, that was another one that was fun. Yeah, it was great. So but shooters as well. Shooters can mean other things. So co-op shooters like myself, I remember playing Halo on a team. Gears on a team. I mean, that experience of those type of games were amazing. And I heard now that Call of Duty is going to have their campaign is going to have a 4-player co-op.
I'm excited about that. I mean, why not?
It's kind of fun as you play a role. I remember like in Spartan Team with Halo, or your 4 guys you're playing, and to me that's just a blast. Play a campaign with friends where you're just going in and just having a great time together. I mean,
didn't Rainbow Six Vegas have co-op as well?
I think so. Yeah, and by the way, folks, we're not talking about multiplayer. We're just talking about like the campaign playing together, having a good time, because multiplayer is a whole nother experience. I mean, even so like Destiny, that was what made, I think, Destiny so popular, was the PvE. Wow, my light's going crazy. What's going on here? I'm just gonna turn it off. There we go. Okay. I'm a little darker now. Kind of get some color in my skin now because of the shadow. But yeah, I mean, it was the Destiny was the PvE element was amazing. There was PvP in Destiny as well, but I played it for the campaign, taking on those people. So I mean, I think there's some other versions of it. Any other shooters you think of that were great as a co-op experience? Oh, that's right. Let me ask you a question about Borderlands, though.
Yeah.
Was it a scenario where people were in their menus more than they were actually playing the game? Like all those weapons?
No,
Chris?
I don't. I mean, yes and no. I agree. I think it was like you would do a lot of shooting, then you pick up the gun and you'd check the specs. I agree. And I think everyone thought like 3 was kind of disappointing. So I've heard good things about this one. Hoping it's getting closer to the Borderlands 2 kind of thing. The only thing that always bothered me about Borderlands was it's been a minute, but like the fact that your character just can't do anything during the cutscenes.
Oh yeah.
Like you're just kind of a passenger, watching things unfold. And it's like, but you're pretty powerful. You could stop stuff too. And you just kind of faded away. It's weird.
Nope, you're just I guess just a participant as you watch it, and then that's all that happens. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I was thinking about that with Borderlands. Fun fact, Borderlands 2, you know how I beat that game? I played it solo. You could bring in a second controller to act as a second player. So anytime I died, I would take the second controller, revive myself, pull out, and do it again. Such a great cheat. It was so good, Chris. It was, once I discovered that, I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I can do this, can I? So big cheat. I love that. It was so much fun, but I played it solo, but I was co-oping with myself, essentially.
Yeah,
there you go. Ingenuity.
There you go.
Hey, everybody. If you're not cheating, you're not trying, folks. Yes, it's great. What about sports games? Are you big into sports games at all? Did you play like some? Because there's not many co-op sports games, right? They're mostly all against each other.
The NBA 2K games.
You can pick in a team, be a player within the team.
Yeah. I think you could do that with like FIFA and Madden and stuff like that too, if you really wanted to. But
have you done much of it? I can't think of many times I've done it with other people.
Actually, just recently we did fire up NBA 2K19, and played that with my kids because they've been really getting into.
So do you stick with a position and then they can go to play anybody else on the team?
I think you have to. I think there was at one point an ability to player lock. But like you can't, at least in that particular game, you couldn't do it. So
whatever. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I thought about games like that where you could probably do like a team golf, like where you're 2 golfers together, maybe 2 bowlers together. I'm trying to think of those games. Maybe even tennis. Maybe they have like a doubles.
Oh yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah, that could work. Yeah.
There was the Sega 2K tennis. Oh, that was so good.
Yeah.
That was so good.
So there's that. I mean, and then I thought about like another style of game. When you think about any other platforms or other type of games, Rock Band. I think of that as such a great cooperative experience.
Oh, totally.
You got how many guitars you got? Well, if you only got one guitar, then you got 2 lead singers, right? Or whatever. And then it's great. And I love that because it was like, you had friends. Maybe they aren't very good at guitar, but they can definitely sing. Maybe they're not good singers, but they can try to cheat it because you had to get like, the right tone. And I just thought it was fun. I mean, I'm trying to think of any other music games that were co-op. Not a lot of others that are co-op.
Yeah.
But Rock Band, definitely.
Rock Band. Guitar Hero? Was there a co-op?
I think they had a band mode eventually. Yeah. Lego Rock Band, I think, was another one. They had some other ones that were out there. Nice. Anything else we're missing on this list of like co-op experiences within games?
I guess Mario Party, like those style of games are competitive against each other. So no, never mind.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's not a lot of like you're not teaming up. I mean, unless you like there's a 2-on-2
Kind of
element of it,
teams,
but
yeah,
yeah,
maybe. I don't
yeah.
know. I haven't played one of those in a minute. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know actually.
It seems like
I'm
those.
sure there's a genre or something that we're totally missing.
I'm guessing there is. I'm like trying to think of like puzzle games. I mean, is there like and I know one game we kind of made into a co-op game with my son was
Huh.
Slay the Spire,
Oh,
where he and I were he was playing and I'm like, and we just started talking about like strategy together. And then we kind of played it as a cooperative game, even though it was a one player game, which I thought was a cool experience. I did that
yeah.
with like with Plants vs. Zombies when he was really little. I would help him as he played, which was fun.
I would say
guess
like the
yeah.
Telltale games kind of could be
Oh,
cooperative.
that's true. Yeah, you could make decisions
Yeah.
or decide on what you want to do, and that's a good example of like even like you could do like the old school point and click adventures. You could do that as a cooperative
Quantic Dream
experience.
with their
Yes.
games and
Yep.
with the other guys, Supermassive with like the
Yep.
Quarry. You
Oh,
can
that's a great
actually,
example.
yeah,
Yes, that's a great example. Yeah. Or you could pass the controller to say, okay, you take it over and you make a bad decision now,
yeah,
and I can blame you.
yeah,
But yeah, I think there's ways to make games cooperatively, even though
yeah,
they aren't.
right.
Um, yeah, I think it's a fun time. Yeah. So it's like, we're talking about cooperative games versus competitive, because there are a lot of games that are just, you play with a group and it's competitive. So,
Yeah. And Helldivers,
I'm
I
trying to
forgot
think.
about Helldivers.
Oh yeah, Helldivers 2 is amazing. Once again, they're taking the idea of like playing with your friends is against an environment is fun because it becomes a way to hang out where you're not worried about getting sniped by better players. You're just having a good time and playing as well as you can.
Right.
I think with the new Battlefield 6, that may be a game like that too, where you feel like you're not worrying about being the greatest person on the planet, but you have a role within it and playing together.
Right.
And you're not so worried about the other team because you're playing together. So yeah, I mean, there's an element of a lot of multiplayer games where you feel like, you gotta be all that in a bag of chips. But it seems like when I played the beta, I really enjoyed it because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But I had fun. I was like, oh, I'm in a tank. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm like, and I got killed every like 2 seconds, but I'm like having a good time. I think I'm doing something.
That's good.
I'm killing guys.
That's the important part, Todd.
No friendly fire. Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Well, you did mention what franchises should have co-op. Are we rolling into that?
Yeah. I think one last example for parents, if you want a great game to play with your kids, the Lego games. I think those are a no-brainer. Super fun. You're probably going to annoy each other with that. Even like a lot of Nintendo games, they've now added like a extra mode, like Mario Odyssey. You could have one player play like with the hat. You could do Galaxy, you could shoot things. So I think certain games for kids have added an element of like a cooperative experience with your younger children. And then, the Lego games were great because you could be 2 players, have a good time. And so I think there's some great games for kids that it's fun to play together.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. So, and so Chris, we think about like, these are games that automatically become that. And I even talked about like Slay the Spire became I forced it as a co-op game, but I'm like, what type of franchises or experience would you think would be benefit from like a co-op game? It's like, oh, I love this so much. I just want to play something. I remember thinking about people like, hey, I want Skyrim just to play with my buddy, but I don't want Elder Scrolls Online, right? It's like, how can I get like something where it's a shared experience, but not all these yahoos are jumping around, make me feel like it's like I'm in this like weird Ready Player One experience.
The one that they must have made a game, and it probably wasn't very good. Well, two franchises. Two franchises that sorely need like good co-op games. Ghostbusters.
Oh. Did they? I thought they did one co-op.
They did have one. I don't know if it was good or not, but like when I see Luigi's Mansion, like it is.
They had Gooigi, right?
Yeah, you could play it cooperatively, and that was fun. Like I was like, this is how a Ghostbusters game should be, and like because the boss battles and stuff are really good.
Yeah.
And the other one, and again, I'm pretty sure they probably had a game, but Voltron. How awesome would it be to have a Voltron game?
To be the leg?
No, but you know,
why do I gotta be the leg, Chris? Come on, man.
Come on. Like, you know, you have your moment where you kind of do your things individually, kind of like maybe like have it kind of like a Star Fox kind of mode where you're kind of flying around and doing stuff that way, and then you come together and you got to get this thing working together. Like, it would be so hilarious. But also,
like QWOP, where it's like one person's the leg, get it right, blazing sword. Yeah.
Like, it would
would be hilarious. They did have a VR Voltron game based on like the Netflix series. Yeah, based on the Netflix series. Yeah, but I heard it was decent. But yeah, I mean, you got to have VR obviously to play that. But
yeah. So like, it's, I don't know, just like that. That would be hilarious. And or even Pacific Rim, right? Like maybe having 5 would be a bit too much. Maybe having two people. Well,
you've got the 2 partners and the one bot, right? The what are they called? The Max. We love that. My son loved Pacific Rim so much.
Yeah.
Love the 2 movies. Yeah. I mean, I think that's an interesting goal, right? It's like, I mean, how do you do that in a way that makes sense? It's not complicated. Yeah. It's like the people that would play, like, I remember there was a game where people said they were going to play, I think, Breath of the Wild, but they were each going to get a Joy-Con. I mean, let's not punish each other here, folks. I mean, but yeah, I mean, there are instances of that.
Right.
No, that's a great idea. I mean, you think about it, it's like forming a team, doing something like that could be a lot of fun.
Yeah. What about you?
I want a co-op superhero game. We had like DC
Not Suicide.
No. But I want to be like the Justice League, where I can bring in friends to be members of the Justice League. We go on missions, or the Batman family, or the Avengers. We did have the Avengers game, but man, oh man, that felt like a hot mess. It was more like
Knights.
That was a hot mess too. I feel like that is primed, or even a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, we've gotten some of those games. So there was a Platinum game, but I still think it was only a solo experience, and you could play as those. So I think there's a lot of opportunities where you have a team-based something, but not being able to play those characters together in a campaign is kind of silly.
I mean, a perfect example is X-Men Legends. I thought that game was fantastic.
But it's a solo player game,
No, that was cooperative. X-Men Legends.
Was it cooperative?
Yeah.
It must have been couch, right? Because it was those came out when the internet didn't exist.
It was definitely couch co-op. And then Marvel Ultimate Alliance. There was that.
True. Yes, and that's why they were good. And then there was that multiplayer online Marvel game. And it was kind of by the guy who created Diablo, I believe, that did that game. Marvel, I can't remember what it's called, but it got offline pretty quickly. But yeah, I think there's an opportunity because we just have not had a lot of those experiences. It just makes sense when you've got a team. You should have a team.
Yeah,
teams should be able to play together.
Yeah.
Another instance would be the Lego games are great couch co-op, but they have no online version.
Oh, really?
No, they had one game that was online. That was it. But I'm like thinking about that. I'm like, if we want to play with your friends with a Lego game, that's just the perfect game. Because Charlie, he loves the Lego games, but we could never play them collaboratively. So it was kind of a huge miss. So I thought that was kind of a lame thing, and a lot of the experience of that just was kind of lost on a lot of people because those are the type of games you just want to BS and do things as you get like studs and things. So. I guess we'll see. I mean, I think we're getting another, the new Batman game that's Lego Batman game that's coming out looks really cool.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be online or not, but that'd be kind of cool. Batman going through the movies together with Robin or Poison Ivy or something like that, or with Alfred. Yeah. Batman 66. That'd be kind of fun.
Oh boy. Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of other games. Obviously we talked about shooters, things like that. And we talked about like the Elder Scrolls in regards to that. They did get, when we got Starfield, that once again, solo player game. So these big games that you want to bring somebody with you. It's not you want everybody and their friend to be playing along with you. You just want that co-op experience. And we just got Avowed, single player game. I mean, do you think anybody's going to go after that market of just a dedicated co-op RPG, action adventure game? Or are we just going to get these smaller experiences like the It Takes Two? Because I feel like they have had huge success. Split Fiction sold great. It Takes Two sold great. Games of the Year. And I think that just feels like there is a calling. That's why Helldivers 2 is so popular.
Yeah.
People want to play with their friends. The PvE piece, but then more of the online, and they talk about how do you extend the experience, keep people playing a game. Playing with your friend in a campaign game. Think about like what were those like Diablo like games that were huge in the PS2 era?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those were huge.
Yeah. I mean, I think, and with Helldivers, the thing, like, I think the hook was how you're helping the whole, like the overall kind of mission, right? I thought that was really cool. Like that's a good way for people to get hooked into, okay, let's just do one more mission to see how much we can really push this like particular objective forward and stuff like that. That's kind of cool. Like you're doing your part as like in Starship
for democracy, Chris, and for liberty, as you drink a cup of tea, as they say.
Yeah. So I think that definitely was a good idea from them to get people hooked on continuing to play after, playing a couple of rounds. It's like, okay, well, I'm that's the good stuff there. But yeah.
So what about, you talked about Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah. That was a co-op experience. Mm-hmm. That's a rarity in like turn-based RPGs, almost all single player. Do you think there's an area where that could work with other styles of games? I mean, I'm just trying to think of like with other RPGs that are that format. Is RPG the best place for it?
I mean, RPG, like think about the reason why they did it co-op, right? It is they're trying to take that tabletop experience and just
like D&D.
And make it like where you see these real characters. You're not just imagining it now. You're seeing what your characters are doing, your decisions that you make. Like I think that's the part that's like really challenging, right? Is your game has to be flexible enough to have the hijinks that can happen in Baldur's Gate. And that's like that. I mean, that's the thing that I know like turn-based is not your thing, but like the stuff that happens in this game and the stuff, how you can kind of, how you can really like see what the heck happens when you do something ridiculous, and the game generally will react to that. Be like, whoa, what the heck did you do that for? And like, and because of that, it's just what made it so fun. And there's like, so like I do not envy them having to make that wall of possibilities. Like, how in like the Quantic Dream or like the Telltale games where you see the paths, like how many paths do they have to set up?
It's like,
that thing. Like,
yep, that makes sense.
So, but like, I mean, what other games like that? Like, I mean, I know we who is it? We just played a game recently that had cooperative, but it is also turn-based. Oh, the Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. That's a game that is cooperative. And it's turn-based.
Is it turn-based? Okay, cool.
Turn-based tactics game. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Some of the games that I was just looking at the list that are coming out that are interesting. It made me think about Monster Hunter is a game that I have not gotten into, but I know that's a huge PvE game that people got into, but it's quite the barrier of entry is pretty high. If you're not into those games, I mean,
the thing is they've lowered it quite a bit from what I understand. I hopped on in Monster Hunter World, and I definitely put a lot of hours into that game.
Yeah.
But like for me, it's one of those games, like I know a lot of people that will play that game solo, but for me, like I just had more fun when I was playing with other people.
Yeah, it makes sense. I was thinking even like Elden Ring. I mean, their last game, Night Rain, that came out fully cooperative. Apparently, it's 1 or 3, but 2 is not done well. But apparently, they're fixing the 2 players together. So that's good. Yeah, that's good. And even Nintendo's like the Switch is getting an exclusive from the game That's going to be a co-op,
a
multiplayer game.
It's supposed to be like the Bloodborne, but like not really Bloodborne.
Kind of, yeah, like this Night Rain, but Bloodborne, yeah. Which is kind of weird. It's called like Blood Drops or something. It's kind of weird. We obviously have Borderlands 4 coming out. That's going to be a co-op game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. 33 Immortals. That's one of those weird games. It's in early access currently, where it's like 33 players and your best friend. I'm like, that just seems like
ridiculous.
I would not be able to tell my character apart. I don't know.
No, but I mean, it worked. I mean, I was in the early access kind of thing for that.
Okay,
and it was interesting. I think the thing that they will probably have to deal with is the really just the amount of content. Like, how much will they be able to have enough content for this game?
True. The other game I was thinking about, Chris, that is co-op that a lot of people hate each other for is those like restaurant games, like was it Orders Up,
Played Up, or yeah,
and it's kind of like it's it's co-op, but essentially it's really stressing your partner's success versus your success, and that's maybe not the best one to do with your spouse, because you may hate each other after the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Well, very good. The good news, it sounds like we're getting more of these experiences. I think that's good. When something succeeds, it drives more behavior towards that path, which is great. I love that. And because I it's like doing Split Fiction has been one of my favorite experiences this year.
Yeah.
The game's great. I've loved playing it with you, but once again, it's like find the time, scheduling it. So I would love more of those experiences with other people, especially couch co-op, because that's another dying experience. Not every game is couch co-op. I mean, that's a challenge. But, Halo finally added in co-op, which is great. But they dropped but I would love to play that game because I love those games.
Yeah.
Because I loved Infinite, and I thought that would be a great game to play with others. So, So with that, Chris, I'd love to hear what people have to say, but this is the last podcast, so it doesn't really matter. It'd be going to into the canyon of non-response. So, but that's okay.
Well, they can find you and tell you too, right?
True. Yeah. So, I mean, if you enjoy this episode, definitely let us know.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about where you can find us. But Chris, once again, if it wasn't for this podcast, you and I would not be friends. And that's the simple fact of this. Well, I mean, how else would I have found you, really? I mean,
100%. I agree.
No, it's that. Yeah.
I appreciate us connecting at that time, and and then learning about kind of the shared interests of stuff, not outside of video games, but like comic books and movies and TV shows. Like all that stuff was really cool to learn more about that stuff. And I'm so glad to have met you, and continued success and your new ventures and beyond. But I'm again sad, but happy for you at the same time. So, and then
the good news is I'm still here.
Yes.
Available to talk to anybody anytime, just not in this podcast and on this network. That's okay though. But it's been great. Like I said, don't want not to get too misty eyed, but the reason this podcast existed was Mark Carabin came to me after not doing podcasts. He had done one with his brother, Warp Whistle, and he said, "Hey, Todd, I'd love to do something video game related on Secret Friendship Night." I took that as he wanted to do it with me. Maybe I was wrong, but we did. And then we did as like a little segment, and then it turned into like, hey, we've got too much to talk about. Let's turn this into the real podcast. So we did that for about 4 episodes, and then that's when we kicked off the show. And, Mark he was married, but no kid. He's got a kid since then. COVID happened in the middle of that. It just became a crazy thing. We created the Couchies, which is our game of the year. We had a lot of fun. Met so many amazing people, so many great guests. Even talked to the guy who was an art director on God of War. We've had so many awesome people on the show, and just shout out to all the friends I've made, all the people that were on the show that made me love gaming even more.
Yeah.
And that's what this is all about. A co-op mode is more about me being cooperative with the people in the show than me actually playing games together, because people would laugh and say, "Todd, you don't play in multiplayer anyways." Well, that's true, but I like talking about games with people. So there you go. Yeah. So very good. With that though, Chris, we'll end this chapter. So once again, thank you for being on the show. You're one of the best. You've got a great podcast. I want people to find you. I want them to buy your notebook. Please buy it. It's awesome. High quality, Amazon available. Check out Chris and Tom, and they do some amazing things. So, Chris, tell people where they can find you and buy your journal.
Man. Well, Todd, again, thank you so much for this. And yeah, you can find me kind of like lurking on Blue Sky at 1H1D, and on Twitter and Threads at TC1H1D. Our episodes drop every Wednesday. Our audio episodes drop every Wednesday. We are partnered with the QTP network, so our YouTube videos drop there on their channel on YouTube every Monday, more or less. And yeah, I mean, you can find us there. Find me on Discord if you happen to be on one of those Discord servers that we're on. Say hello. Yeah, I'm happy to have an Instagram, but that's not really. I'll send you all the you have all the channel things and all that good stuff too. So
I'll put in the show notes.
Yeah,
you guys can check it out.
Throw that show notes in there. But yeah, and like you said, dude, we have a little. We don't have many. Like I thought, T-shirts and stuff like that are cool, but like I thought we'd try to do something a little bit different in terms of merch. So we have a Game Pass journal that you can follow along with us as we play our games or random games on Xbox Game Pass, and see if you agree with us in terms of what if we like the games or not. I did recently pull up a spreadsheet for myself. I am still waiting for Tom to finish this to see what games we actually liked in terms of the percentage, and I will say I am at about 42% of the games that I've liked so far.
Wow.
That's not bad. Well, that's not bad.
Not bad. Yeah. So. I'd like to see how many of those games you continue to play after. That'd be a good discussion.
That's true too.
That would be great. But it's a little taste is better than no taste at all. Exactly. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate it. Glad I could have you on this final voyage into the world of video games. Once again, folks, I'm Todd Oxtra. You can follow me at Todd Oxtra on the Blue Sky, at T Oxtra on all of things Meta, which apparently Zuckerberg controls our souls, at Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. Secret Friends Unite is out there in all the channels and check me out. I'll be talking about it on socials, how you can follow my next adventure in the world of doing content. I'm going to be doing some new things, and don't worry, video games are still in my future. So with that, thank you, everybody. 175 episodes. So glad I was able to make my video games podcasting work with Mark and Matt and all the cool people that joined us along the way. So remember, folks, it's always better to game together.
See ya.